Have you ever wanted to be Mr. Beast for just one day? Well, I'm sure plenty of people have dreamt of putting on the boots of that sweet, sweet golden goose. But I bet none of you thought of doing what this galaxy brain Mensa child did. Steal $50,000 from Craigslist users.
Made $50,000 last month by pretending to be Mr. Beast.
So if you're not having some alarm bells ringing right now, it doesn't sound like you live right next door to your local fire station, well then you're in the right place, because you might be wondering, how could this guy, who doesn't even look like he could be Mr. Beast's second cousin, try to scam people pretending to be Mr. Beast? Well, let's dive in and find out. Let's go on this journey to the center of the douche and find out.
And nobody even realized it. First, I went onto Google and I downloaded a bunch of images of Mr. Beast. Then, I went onto Craigslist and I made a post saying,
hiring contestants for a $1 million Mr. Beast challenge. To apply for the video, Venmo $50 to this account right here.
And that's exactly where you can tell that this is all bullshit. There's literally no crossover between people who watch Mr. Beast content or know Mr. Beast and people who use Craigslist, okay? So it would be like a Venn diagram if both circles of the Venn diagram lived in completely separate area codes there, okay? Like, they're not even near touching, not remotely related. I might be exaggerating there because we do have, an old car community on Craigslist, and some people who are buying old cars maybe also watch some Mr. Beast content on the side, while they're over there changing the oil of their car. They just got a Feastables ad up so they can tune into Mr. Beast content. But besides those 4 or 5 souls, Craigslist is going to be filled with a bunch of boomers who don't watch any YouTube content like Mr. Beast is putting out.
Then I created another Venmo account and I named it Mr. Beast Incorporated.
So yeah, I'm going to fact check this one and see if this is an actual Venmo account, because I don't know if that's true. So as you can see here, there is actually a few of these accounts that are Mr. Beast Incorporated or have kind of a related name. So it looks like there are, in fact, more assholes like this guy trying out a similar scheme. Or maybe this guy did the same thing 3 times, got $150 from each poor sucker who wanted to be in a nice little Mr. Beast video.
For a couple of days, hundreds of people found the job post on Craigslist, and since they thought they were going to have a chance to win $1 million, they happily sent the $50 over to my other Venmo account.
I hate how he says here, $50 is just like nothing. You treat it like nothing. For a lot of people, that's a good amount of cash. Like, he treats it like you just shoved your hand in between your couch cushions, pulled out an M&M, popped that sucker in your mouth, shoved your hand back into those couch cushions, and out comes $50, and you said, you know what? I'm going to spend this on the first Craigslist ad that I see. Like, $50, that would be all of my allowance for multiple months when I was a child. He treats $50 like there's just no risk associated with spending that $50. Like, if I were to spend those $50 on something like sports betting or blackjack, that would easily be the most that I've ever bet in my life.
And once they sent the $50, I had an automated email that would send to them saying this:
thank you for applying to our Mr. Beast video. We are currently reviewing thousands of applications, and we will get back to you within the next 5 weeks.
After about 30 days, this person will forget that they ever even applied to be in a Mr. Beast video, so they won't come running back asking for their $50.
There's just no way that people who submit $50 with an application are just going to forget about it. This guy thinks that everyone on Craigslist is just some stupid little goldfish inside of his fish tank. I'll give you a quick little excerpt from the past life of Rubber Rambondo here. Back when The Amazing Spider-Man 2 ended and they announced that they were going to do the whole Homecoming series and the MCU and stuff, I'm sure you are all familiar with that. Back before they had announced who they were going to cast for that, I thought, well, you know what? It better be me. I need to go be Spider-Man. So I found some old Disney support email, and I emailed them saying oh, I think I'd be the perfect height, the perfect build for Spider-Man, anything that I could do to try to convince them that I should be the next guy there. And you know how much I spent on that? $0. But you know how often that I checked my email? About every day for a couple months there, trying to see if they would pick little old me with 0 acting experience and certainly no web slinging skills. So you can bet that I would be checking my email about every 3 minutes if I had associated $50 with that there. email application to become the next Spider-Man.
I don't understand why more people aren't doing side hustles just like this.
That's because it is fraud. You are blatantly stealing money from people under false pretenses. That is illegal. Dude thinks that he is the Heisman of fraud, the DB Cooper of his time, all for just stealing some money from old Craigslist users online. Like, these are probably not the most internet literate people. These are probably people who can hardly set up their own home Wi-Fi system, and this dweeb is out here just emptying their pockets to try to make a couple bucks off of a nice mrbeast scam. I also just don't really get his outfit choice here either. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think that I'm like the next fashion icon. I'm not going to be some Milan or Paris fashion idol. Like, full on transparency here. Look, I'm wearing pajeans right now, okay? You see these? You see these? These are pajamas that are supposed to look like jeans. So, I don't necessarily think that I have the best fashion statement, but this doofus looks like a Shadow the Hedgehog version of Mickey Mouse. I don't really know what he's going for. So yeah, personally, I think all of this is phooey. I think he just slides on his little red gloves at night and tries to play it up all cool. I don't really see the point, though. You're either a huge douchebag if you actually do this and you're not lying, or you're lying and you're just kind of lame and trying to act cool. But hey, if it's your dream to become an impersonator and rob the elderly, maybe consider dropping this guy a follow. So yeah, maybe I'll keep making stuff like this because it is pretty fun to just kind of slam dunk on losers like this who do stuff in short form content to try to just contribute to the brain rot. But I will be the shield, the bastion of hope in the brain rot community, and I will protect you all. So if the internet keeps making fools like this, then I will keep making videos like this. So yeah, I'll probably be back. Take care, and if you see any mrbeast Craigslist ads, then please just keep on scrolling.